Growing up, there was no one in my immediate family or community that was openly queer. I grew up in a small, conservative little area outside of San Antonio, and all that I was told about queer people were really negative things. And so when I got the inklings that I was trans, my community did not stand with me.
I come from a very traditional background, so anything that was related to LGBT people or gay people is just hush hush. It's a complete taboo topic and you don't talk about it. So growing up, I never saw people like me anywhere. When I did grow up and I realized that I was gay, I found that I had to be an advocate for myself to find other people. When I came to college, I was so excited to be with other people that were like me, and joining Always Texas, it just gave me an outlet to be with other like-minded people that wanted to advocate for our rights and like their own rights and everyone else's rights.
Always Texas, we were founded back in 2021, and essentially we wanted a service and spirit organization at UT Austin that was built around the idea of centering queer individuals. You know, it's only grown since then, and it's been amazing to see it expand and especially do a lot of work in the community and, you know, supporting great organizations like the Kind Clinic.
I think it's super important for queer people and really all people to be able to find a healthcare space that is inclusive and welcoming to them. I think healthcare can be something that is really intimidating, especially if you are going into it for reproductive healthcare or like sex positive healthcare. That's something that's super intimidating, something that's super stigmatized today.
So I actually found about the Kind Clinic my senior year in high school. I didn't have healthcare growing up, and I wanted to know what my options were once I turned 18 to start gender affirming care. Once I found out that I could start for free, that was a game changer. Made it much more accessible to not only transition, but to also feel like I could become myself.
A healthcare organization that targets LGBT people and is there for us, it's so important to the community in Texas, especially with how Texas likes to behave.
People get so scared because of the stigmatization around it, and it's so powerful to be able to be like, this is a community that can support you regardless of what you're going through. Like, I've told people to go there and they just feel so affirmed and they feel loved in a space where usually it's like, you're seen as like a sinful or bad person for it, and it's so nice to like have that community.
I've had a couple sexual health scares in my life, and so having the service and having Kind Clinic as a resource to rely on has just been so important and so amazing in my life.
The whole experience was incredible. The staff that I went to in San Antonio were some of the nicest people that I had met ever. It just felt like they were speaking to me as a person instead of like speaking to me like I was a number.
I think LGBTQ healthcare is on the rise, and as it should be. And the more that we get into those spaces and the more that we kind of talk about it and look through those things, I think the more that we are able to get out there and help more and more people that look like us, that talk like us, sound like us, and all those things. And just everyone has a greater chance of getting care.
When I hear we are everywhere, it just means we're not going anywhere, bitch. I'm here to stay, and we've been here all this time. Even though it's like altered and like how everyone sees us, we're just not gonna go anywhere, and it's through all this visibility and this action we have to take to make sure that our space is safe.
And I think it just kind of instills this idea of hope, you know, that we are here and we're fighting together and that we're not alone and that people love us unconditionally for who we are, which I feel like sometimes it can get easy to forget during these kind of tough, you know, super hyper-political times.
In a small town, a big city, Amarillo to San Antonio, there's someone there that is queer and that their voice needs to be heard.
I'm trying to give hope to people, and I know the work Kind Clinic is doing is giving hope to so many people that you mean something to this world, and we're gonna keep showing up for you and for each other.